Okay, this will be my second video tour of my trench. I tried it once before, but I forgot to bring a light with me, so I'm gonna have to redo it here. So you can see it right there. I'll zoom in, but that's the trench. It's about 30 feet, it's about 30 feet wide and it's 6 feet wide, 35 feet long. And that's the long part, not the underground, which you'll see in a bit. After I get up here, I've been working on it since I've been in 8th grade. I don't really count 8th grade or freshman year though, because I didn't get a pickaxe till freshman year. And this terrain's pretty rugged, as you can tell by all the rocks on the ground and boulders, which you won't be able to see because I buried them. Here's the front side of the trench. Those are all gun ports, which look down on the beautiful town of Cross Plains, Laufenburg Boulevard, suburbs and everything. Nice peaceful place overlooked by a machine gun bunker and a trench works. Very nice this time of the year. Okay, here's the door. Weighs about 30 pounds, so I'm gonna have to set the camera down to open it. There's also been a lot of erosion lately because this has been a rainy season, so I'll be fortunate if this thing lasts November. To be honest, it's just lots of rain. It's been falling apart on the inside. Well, this section, this is the roof, by the way. As you can see, the roof is about, I'm zooming in. The roof is about, it's like 6 or 10 inches, 6 to 10 inches of dirt on top of the roof. More gun ports there, which overlook the door. So basically, if you want to open the door, you have to stand in front of the gun ports there. Additionally, you can see a chimney. That's pretty much all there is on the outside. All of those blinds, those are blinds, and there are gun ports behind those. So that the black tarp is basically just to keep the snow and rain off or out from the inside. I'll have to set the camera down to open this though. 1 second, you won't be able to see anything for a bit. Root. Okay. Sorry this is taking so long. I'll just edit that out. Probably, maybe. If I don't, who cares? Okay, I'll be going in now after I turn on my light here. There we go. Okay, zooming out so you can get, sorry. Okay, going in. I've lined the floor with a plastic insulator that we got when we redid the soffits on our house. I thought it would be nice to keep the mud off the bottom of people's boots, and it is. It does a nice job. So basically you can see why I'm so concerned about this eroding this November. Rainwater's really took a chunk out of that, and that's the door frame there. It's like this board is the only thing holding this side of the door frame in place. If that board goes, then this whole door just falls in, and I have a big problem. I'm gonna have to redo this part come spring. It's just I didn't plan it out well. Like here you can see these beams, these three weren't even supposed to be here, but this door or floor, excuse me, roof, goodness, is warping so much that I had to, you can just see the warp that I had to install them. And you can just see how wet it is too. Rainwater just falls in here. It's bad here. Once we get over to here though, you can see the fireplace. It does work and it doesn't. About 3/4 of the smoke goes up the chimney and 1/4 stays in here, but 1/4 is still enough to intoxicate people, so I don't use it. Nice idea though. Here you can see some erosion that I've been having. It's kind of slight, it's not too bad. And to get in here more, I'll just pan around the roof fast so you can see what the roof looks like from the inside. Here's a part that's warping a bit, but I don't have supported. It seems to be doing pretty well when you consider the fact that there's several tons, at least, of dirt on top of this thing. I mean, there's a ton of dirt on this. That's not just like a hyperbole. So to give you an idea of what the roof looks like overall. Roof, I'm spinning around, panoramic, serious warping going on there. Here's some more serious warping, but this warping here I've stopped. All that warping happened before this pillar was in, and once I put this pillar in, it seemed to stop. So I'm okay with that at the moment. But that's what the roof looks like from the inside. I'll just look through one of the gun ports fast. A lot of the gun ports have warped because there's so much weight on them. Here you can see the bottom of the door a bit, so you'd stick your gun out there and shoot any guy trying to open the door. This is providing the door is closed. This one's kind of warped, so this really doesn't work. I gotta fix these too. There's a lot that didn't go to what I wanted it to. Warped, right? Not as warped. This one works. Kind of see my front yard there. I won't open that one because that's super warped. This one's the best by far. You can see the other side of the valley from here. It's really beautiful. Yeah. Shut. Stay shut. There we go. This is facing south. The last one was facing east. There's the woods up there. I do live in Cross Plains, so I can do this without violating any laws. Ooh, I gotta fix that. Lots of erosion. Anyways, that's pretty much the bottom. This part is what I spent a majority of the year working on. All of this I dug out. This bottom part I've dug out this year, starting in May, and I dug until early August. And then I spent all of August putting the roof on. Part of the roof collapsed in late August. Redid that. And then I moved up to the top side in the first days of September. So I'll be going up the steps now. Okay, now instead of being 9 feet below ground level, my shoulders are at ground level. There's a little more light up here. I just put this roof in this month. It's it's November now. I finished the roof October 28th. This roof did collapse once on me, so I had to redo it. But this is the main turret, if you will. It's gives you the most vantage. This is the end of the north side of the trench. I'll put the light down because I don't need it anymore. And I shall give you a view of the outside. It's my neighbor's house. He's not too comfortable with this, I can tell. He's always up here and he's like, what are you digging? That's north. Nice farmland up on the top of the hill. Here's facing the suburbs again. This is east. And the best part about this trench, defense-wise, is the fact that not only is the downstairs overlooking the door, but the main trench line behind the door overlooks the door, obviously. So basically, if you shut the door, you've got 2 or 3 vantage points overlooking it. If anyone wants to open this, I could just pop out of this port and shoot them, theoretically. And this is the west side of the trench. Just a minute. There we go. Facing uphill. I do not own the top of the hill, so I had to take it down here. Really sucks. I'll move down to the south side here and turn on a light because you obviously cannot see anything. Yeah, so the wall is this is pretty nice, actually. This is dried up clay. If you go down there, though, it's mud. And if you go down there, it's sand, and there are ice loads of boulders. Man, Heaviest boulder I found while digging this was 600 pounds, and I just decided to dig a hole and crowbar it into the hole because I could not get it out. Here's another important part. The trench, this port overlooks the roof, so if anybody's on the roof, you'd shoot them off. Overlooks the suburbs as well. And if anyone wants to throw a grenade through those gun ports, you could shoot them too. This is probably the most advantageous part of the trench line. Okay, facing south again, this time into the woods. I have had turkeys go past here. I don't hunt, but if I did hunt, I'd have lots of turkey meat right now. Actually, I think they didn't stick their heads in, but they came as close as they could to sticking their heads in without doing so. That's the south, and then here's the north again, or west, looking up the hill, and you get the basic gist of the trench line. Once again, I've been working on this since 8th grade. The roofs are solid. I was hoping to put dirt on this roof. This one's not as well done. This roof is not as well done as my downstairs. Excuse me while I switch camera hands here. It's plywood. The one downstairs is deck wood that has plywood on top of it that has weatherproofing on it. This is plywood with weatherproofing on it. It's not gonna have as much weight on it though. The downstairs one has 10 inches of dirt on it. I ran out of dirt, so there's no dirt on top of this. I'm just worried, if anything, it's the snow I'm worried about, because it's Wisconsin, right? But I'm not expecting snow. Also, on a side note, this part seems to stay the driest when it rains. Like, it rained pretty dang good in here. And, wow, you really can't see anything in here with the camera. It just stays pretty dry in here, overall. Well, I'll head back out. That's pretty much all there is. Next week, I'll be target shooting from here with my no, it's not a Lee Enfield. My Enfield 1853 rifled musket. I was going to include it in this video, but I'm like, a lot of people don't really care about me target shooting. So I'll just make a video of that next week separately. And that was the trench. I better get out of here before this part caves in on me. Hopefully it'll last till next year. And that's really all there is. Have a good, I'll edit that part out actually.